In the second of our discussions on digital decisions, Jan Purchas and I will be talking about why decision models are a better means of representing business logic than program code. Welcome back, Jan. In the first video of this series, we discussed a new way of automating operational business decisions, ones that control our interactions with clients, known as digital decisions, and how they use decision models to represent logic. Remind us, why do we need yet another representation of business logic? Some of the analysts at the companies I've worked with are real masters of Excel, SQL, and Java. Can they use that?
Well, David, some companies do use code in this way, but it often creates a barrier. Computer code just is not an effective way of representing how a company makes important operational decisions. Very often, the vital business meaning of the decisions are lost in the technical details of code. Code decisions can't be easily understood, verified, or improved by key stakeholders, business stakeholders, especially if they can't code. So it's not really very practical to insist that all policy experts learn how to code. On the other hand, separating your automated business decisions from technical infrastructure and representing them visually as decision models makes them much more transparent. Decision models can be understood by a much broader range of business stakeholders. No coding skills are required. As a result, more employees can understand how decision-making works in an enterprise. They can assess its correctness. They can measure how well it contributes to the bottom line. And the greater transparency also enables business stakeholders to control the evolution of decision-making and understand and justify decision outcomes after they're made.
Pardon me, justify their decisions? What's the purpose of that?
Well, by justify their decisions, what I mean here really is explain in a specific case why a particular outcome was reached. For example, why did you refuse that client a loan? Why did you recommend a particular customer a specific product? How did you calculate an insurance premium? Now, justification of outcomes is very important. Let's say your automated system has just made a decision, and that decision has an unexpected outcome. It could be that we have a really excellent client, but we've just refused him a loan. Perhaps initially, it appears that this is the wrong outcome. How can a decision model help us in this situation? Well, firstly, a model will help to understand whether or not you made a mistake, and if so, why? And it will help you to fix it and make your automated decision-making better in future. Alternatively, it could also help you to explain why the decision you made was actually correct according to your current business policy, despite being very unexpected. This is because decision models are connected to business policy documents, be they internal policy mandates or externally defined regulations or laws. So they can explain themselves by referring to this documentation. Lastly, decision models can be used to justify your company's behavior to a third party.
Okay, why then is it essential to explain your decisions to a third party?
Well, companies make decisions that affect people's lives, often very seriously. For example, deciding if someone's eligible for a mortgage loan or not. That's a very big deal. It could have a big impact on someone's life. Compliance regulations are increasingly demanding that companies can explain both to regulatory bodies and to their clients why critical decisions have the outcome that they did. Take, for example, the GDPR. That insists that companies can describe to clients the rationale for their decision outcomes in plain English when asked to do so.
Summing up then, digital decisions are about making business decisions more visible to everyone according to their needs, whilst being detailed enough to be executed as part of an automated system.
That's absolutely right. And the rigor of digital decisions can have other benefits as well. If you're building a decision model, it can really give you an excellent understanding of the data required for automating new policies. It can really help you to accurately provision data and avoid having data that you don't really need at great expense. It can also help you to embed artificial intelligence into your automated business decisions, making them smarter.
Thanks, Jan, for your insights. I look forward to our discussion on embedding AI into decisions. To find out more, use the link to discover how business can benefit from digital decisions, case studies showing how others have used digital decisions, and the best way to get started.